Hey everyone, this is my number one pick for budget phones that you can get today for very little money in my opinion, and it still does a great job being an iPhone. A lot of people want iPhones out there, but in this part of the world, in Africa, Nigeria specifically, not many people have the money to buy the new latest and greatest iPhone. With the exchange rate and everything, the prices are a little bit high if you're looking to buy a phone like this. So the iPhone XR, it came out in 2018. It came out with the iOS 12. This is my pick. When people ask me what phone can they get on a budget, I usually recommend this phone. This is my third iPhone XR to date. I love this phone. It's a powerhouse. It's a really nice phone. It's your go anywhere, take this phone, not get worried. It still works really well. It doesn't lag too much. As phone starts to age, they get hotter. The battery doesn't work as well. This one has held up quite nice. This phone was released with the flagship of the iPhone XS and the XS Max. Some people say XS and XS Max. This one was in that same year, same category. Yes, those had like better displays and all the bells and whistles because those were the flagship phones. I like these one out of that lineup the best, and I think this one has aged quite well. This was the first phone, I believe the first phone to have haptic feedback, which is where you touch the screen and you can feel it like clicking, like 3D displays that those previous XS Max and phones before that had. This one gives you haptic feedback, so this kind of pioneered that function for Apple, and they've carried that on to other phones today. So when you're using that on your newer 14, 15 Pro Max or whatever you guys have, this phones carry that, and it started that functionality today. Mine is very broken at the back, as you can see, and I've been in Nigeria for a while. Since I've been here, I've noticed it does get quite hot sometimes when I'm using it very much, when I overload it. What I tend to do when it starts getting hot, close all the apps that are open. I just try to close all my apps to try to keep or reduce the amount of things running in the background. I'm not sure if that really helps. I don't know if things keep running in the background. This was the smallest screen of this, and the XS Max was a much bigger screen. I always find this one the best because it's one of those things that when I'm typing a message on my phone, I tend to use both my fingers like most sane people do, and the XS always felt very small because my fat fingers, when I type on it, I jumble up words all the time. This one felt really good to just type stuff on and not jumble or fumble it up too much. And it was also the right size when I needed to put the phone in my pocket. It wasn't too big and it wasn't too small that I could forget that it's there and break it, and it wasn't too big that it made walking around uncomfortable, because the bigger phones tend to be uncomfortable, and I could easily hold it. Again, I have big hands. It fit quite well. It's comfortable. I generally use a case. This case is what I've been using. It's not the right case for it, but it just fits right. I think this is like I can't remember. This is like an 11 case. I think I got it when I used to have an 11, and I just kept it after I sold the phone. You can still find these phones on like eBay under $250. If you look right now, there are some for $100, $120. There's three things you can check when you're looking to buy a phone like that. You can check if the screen has been changed. You also want to make a call. I always tend to make a call to see if the person can hear me on all volume settings and I can hear them. And you also want to put it on speakerphone or try to play a YouTube video and see if that works as well, to make sure the speakers are working. Because I know if the speakers aren't working, you'd have to change the entire bottom piece with the charging port, which is quite expensive. 20,000 naira in this part of the country is about $10 or $20, or just about that if you're in the US. And you want to check if your charging port is working as well. This one here, that it's not finicky. A lot of people have issues with the charging port when you're buying the phone, so check all of that. The phone generally works well. I recommend this for everyone. I think my sister uses this phone as well. What phone do you use? Bring it over. My sister uses this XR. Hers is a lot cleaner than me. This is her phone. What's her battery percentage?
81.
So we're checking our battery percentages right now. My battery health. Phone is the battery health. That is really important. My battery health is 80%. Woo! My battery percentage is 81%. So similar phone. She's got the XR. I've got the XR as well. And this is what she's been using for over a year now. I've been using mine a couple months. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace. I generally buy these phones when I'm in between phones or my phone gets lost or stolen and I don't know what to do. I just go on Facebook Marketplace and buy one. I bought this for, I think, about $80, and it's been working great. When the iPhone XRs came out, they came out in black, white, blue, pink, gray, and red. I got the best one in black. I didn't really have a choice. I just wanted the cheapest one, but I generally get black phones. It never skips a beat. They're great working phones. I truly recommend them if you are looking for a cheap iPhone that you can use. The current iPhone OS is iOS 18 and it supports iOS 18. So if you're in the market for an iPhone, this is my top pick for a budget iPhone in this size. It works great. The camera quality, spot on for me. I take pictures all the time of my little boy, and this works great. That is that tree over there. I don't know how this is gonna come out on pictures. And I'm gonna take a picture of the tree. Correction, I said the iOS 18 was the most recent iPhone. iOS 18 isn't scheduled to be released until July sometime this year. The current iPhone is iOS 17. What I meant to say is iPhone will still support iOS 18 for the XR. It is a great phone. I didn't talk about all the different specs. I've attached it. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you can view it here on the screen. But yes, it's a great phone, great price. Thank you for watching.